Hello, and welcome to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I am so glad you are here with me. My name is Carrie Dahle, and I am your host. I am an entrepreneur, author, podcaster, manifester, and motivator. And I am on a mission to empower you to create the life of your dreams. If you are looking to up-level your life, relationships, finances, productivity, and success, you have come to the right place. I will share with you tools, resources, strategies, my failures, and my successes that have all helped me achieve the life of my dreams. It is my goal with this podcast to help you see your potential and empower you to create the life of your dreams. So let's get to it. Welcome back to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I'm Carrie, and today I want to get real with you guys about something that I think is one of the biggest roadblocks between you and your dreams. And I've been thinking a lot about this the last couple days because, well, as I sit here and record this podcast, it is the new moon, a black moon. And if you aren't aware of what that is, look it up, read about it a little bit. But it's a fantastic time to not only release the things that are holding you back from manifesting, but it is super powerful in manifesting the things that you are wanting. And I mean in big, big ways. And so with that, I was really thinking about the things that people need to let go of and what's holding them back, right? What's holding them back from their dreams? And here's the question, and here's what I think we all need to ask ourselves. Are you the one holding yourself back? Not your friends, not your busy schedule, not the world, not your family or your boss or anyone else, but you. And before you feel like I'm calling you out, just know, trust me, I've been there. More than once, more than one time for sure. But what I learned is if you're the one holding yourself back, that's actually good news. Really, it's great news because it means you're also the one with the power to change it. You're in complete control. No one else has control. If it were somebody else holding you back, they would have control over it. But when it's you, you can make that change. I think a lot of where we hold ourselves back is that we're taught from such a young age that life is a competition. Whoever gets the best grades, who makes varsity, who gets into the best college, whoever makes the most money. And if you're anything like me, you probably had moments where you look around and think, dang, everyone else seems to be miles ahead of me, while I'm barely getting out of my own driveway. I remember when I very first started working in real estate, I'd sit in the office and I'd look at the numbers on the board and see how many transactions people around me were doing. And I would think to myself, there's no way I could ever do that. But here's the thing. I wasn't losing to them. I was losing a version of myself that sat in comparison instead of action. I was measuring myself against their highlight reel, right? Instead of my own growth. And the only one who paid that price was me. So it wasn't until I said to myself, I can do this. And I set that small goal. We've talked about this before. If I could just hit 10 transactions this year, that'd be great. It took me stepping away from comparing myself to others and setting my mind on what I could do and stop worrying about what I wasn't doing. That is where the change happened. It was when I stopped comparing because I'm me and no one else compares. I can't compare myself to them and they can't compare themselves to me. The truth, the real competition isn't out there. It's inside ourselves. And what I mean by that is we set these ideals or rules around what we're able to accomplish and what we're not able to accomplish and how good we are at something. And we've won if we've reached this point. but nobody else set that other than yourself, right? No one created that box for you other than yourself. So stop competing with others. Stop worrying about what anybody else is doing and worry just about yourself and how you're going to do everything you're dreaming of, how you are going to succeed and what you are going to do in greatness. And here's the other part about that. I believe in a world of abundance. I hope you do too, because I believe that, well, I'll use real estate as an example. I believe that there's enough business for all of us that if I'm competing for a listing or a buyer, if I don't get that person, that's okay. I'm not upset by it. It doesn't drag me down. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get another one. It just meant that that person wasn't right for me. And I believe that it's just going to keep coming to me. It's going to be drawn to me. And I don't need to fret about where the next transaction is coming from. I don't need to stress about the lack. Like, I don't need to focus on that. I just know, and I believe with all of my heart, that the real estate business just keeps flowing in my direction. And you can do that with whatever aspect of your life. Okay, Thrive Tribe, pause what you're doing for just a second, because I've got something really exciting coming your way. In just a few weeks, I'll be launching my brand new online course, all about gratitude. Now, I know you've heard me talk about gratitude before, but this course takes it to a whole new level. Gratitude isn't just about making lists or saying thank you. It's about rewiring your mindset, shifting your energy, and literally changing the way you show up in the world. And I'll be guiding you step by step to make it part of your daily rhythm in a way that actually sticks. So keep listening for more details, because this isn't just a course. It's a reset button for your entire life. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. This episode of the Thrive Mindset podcast is brought to you by the Scott Lewis Group at John L. Scott Real Estate. Buying or selling a home is more than just a transaction. It's your move. It's your next chapter. And we're here to make sure that your move is remarkable. We know this market inside and out, and we care deeply about helping you find more than just a house. We want you to find the place where your life truly thrives. Whether you're stepping into your first home, upgrading to something new, or starting something fresh, you deserve more than ordinary. With the Scott Lewis Group, it's your move. Let's make it remarkable. But let's move on for a second and let's talk about what's holding you back. I think there's many things that can be holding us back. For me, I know a big one has always been procrastination, and not the lazy kind where you're binging Netflix with no shame, right? I'm talking about the kind where you're being productive, but you're also procrastinating. Like suddenly deciding that your junk drawer must be organized before you can send that scary email. I can create myself a to-do list out of anything, really, and I love a good to-do list, but I will create lists and I will put that thing on there that I know I really need to do, and maybe it intimidates me. Well, like right now, it's finishing a course that I'm trying to launch, but I'm procrastinating because it's big and it scares me a little bit. And it's the fear of failing that I'm procrastinating, because I've told myself that once I put it out there, if it doesn't succeed, then I've failed. But that's so not true, because I'm going to put it out there and it's going to do great. And I just need to get out of my own dang way. I remember when I'd first started Thrive Mindset and I delayed launching the podcast for weeks. I kept saying, I need a better microphone. I need to figure out better music. I need to figure out the perfect intro. I need to make sure my voice doesn't sound weird. Spoiler alert, your voice always sounds weird to you. You eventually get over it when you hear yourself over and over and over. But what I was really doing, just like I am again now, is doubting myself and hiding behind the busy work. I was letting fear of imperfection keep me from starting. And maybe for you, it's not procrastination. Maybe it's doubt whispering. Who do you think you are? Maybe It's comparison. You scroll Instagram and deciding you're already too far behind. Or honestly, I think it's probably more a fear of succeeding and then knowing you have to keep it up, because that's just as scary. But here's the truth. None of these are permanent roadblocks. They're really just speed bumps, and you can go over them. I'm going to. I think you can too. But let me give you another example and maybe inspire you this way. Years ago, I was training for a race. Now, I've never been a big runner. I don't even pretend to really like it. But I signed up because I thought it'd be fun. And I thought, okay, I can do this. And it was a good goal. And I always like to have a good goal and something to go after. And the first day I went out to train, I ran like 3 minutes and thought I was dying. My brain instantly went, well, clearly you're not a runner. You should quit now. But instead of competing with all the other people, jogging gracefully like, gazelles, I decided I'd just compete with myself. I decided, I think I found this app and it had, every day or every other day. I don't even think it was a running everyday app, but it was, today you're going to run for 30 seconds and walk for 90. Tomorrow you're going to run for 60 seconds and walk for 90. Like it was just this alternating thing. And I decided to use that because instead of competing with all the other people out there, I was just going to compete with myself. So, did I run a little longer today than yesterday? Did I shave a few seconds off? Did I get a little less dramatic about the side stitches? And you know what? I actually finished that race. Not because I was the fastest, but because I stopped losing to the version of me that wanted to quit. And that same mindset applies everywhere in business, relationships, personal goals. The only person you need to outpace is the yesterday you. Think about that. It's just that version of you yesterday that you need to be better than. You just need to do one thing, one small step, one action that makes you better than you were yesterday. So let's flip the script. Instead of asking, why am I not where they are? Ask yourself, am I showing up with more courage than I did yesterday? Did I do one thing today that future me will thank me for? Am I giving my dreams the same effort I give to worrying, doubting, scrolling on Instagram? For me, this looked like finally recording that first podcast episode. And you know what? It wasn't perfect, but I did it and it was done. And done beats perfect every single time. There are many of these episodes that I listen back to and go, geez, Carrie, you really stumbled over that, or you could have done that so much better. But I just keep going. I just know that each one of these is touching at least one person out there, and it's probably touching many more than I even realize. And so, as I've always said, it is my dream, my goal to help others, right? It's my goal to help all of you manifest the life of your dreams. And if I can just help one person in one moment get through one thing, that's all that matters, because I know that that's going to make a difference in their life. And I know that that one little moment could be the biggest switch in their brain and lead to huge things coming their way. So I want to challenge you this week. I want to challenge you to name your culprit. Name the thing that's holding you back. Write down the top thing that is holding you back, whether it be doubt, procrastination, comparison, fear, whatever it is. Be totally honest and then call it out. Seriously, say it out loud. There's something powerful about admitting that it's procrastination. I see you. Doubt. I hear you. but you're not driving the bus anymore. There's something really powerful about saying it out loud, writing it down, and releasing it. Just this morning, again, it's the black moon and it's a great time to release things. And so I wrote all of those things down in detail and then I burned it. And it felt so good. And it felt like I let go of this weight of negativity that I didn't really realize I was still holding on to or allowing in my life. And I just encourage you to do the same. And then once you do, take one brave step. Take one small action that proves to yourself that you're not stuck. Maybe send that email that you're scared to do. Make that call. Write that page of your book. Start your book. Sign up for a class. Do one thing that moves you closer to your dreams. Do it. No one is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. And you are the only one who's keeping you from that future. So get out of your own way. And here is what I want you to remember. You can do anything. The only person who can stop you is you. And remember, that's the best news of all, because you don't need anyone's permission to move forward. You don't need someone else to step aside. You don't need to beat anybody else. You just need to stop tripping yourself up. So this week, stop being your own roadblock and start being your own cheerleader. Outpace yesterday's you and watch how quickly the gap between who you are now and who you want to be starts to close. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. If this hit home with you, share it with someone who needs the reminder that they're not behind. They're just one decision away from moving forward. And always keep thriving, keep manifesting, and remember, your only competition is you. And above all else, remember that I believe in you, and you can manifest the life of your dreams.